Kenya has been more than I ever expected. The land is so beautiful, it's very diverse. You see so many animals going around. But what I found to be probably my favorite part is the people that I've met.
One of the main focuses of this trip is to build community with people you've never even met before, honestly. Whether it be the Sisit people or us. Most of us came into this trip not really knowing each other. And now here we are at the end and we joke around with each other all the time. We come up with all these jokes and stuff, and we already have plans to hang out when we get back. But especially even with the Pecot people, a lot of us made friends with them, and we plan on sending them pictures and signatures and pictures of our family when we come back.
I've really gotten to know one of the young ladies who work in the kitchen hut every day, and her name's Monica. Her firstborn is named Anna, and she's 20 and she's in school, so it's very similar to me. And then she told me and took me by my hand and told me that she was my Kenyan mother and that she wanted a photo of me so that I and she could remember each other for a long time.
The ideas and the requests come from the community, and Mercer figures out how it can best fulfill that. And with the guidance of Africa Exchange, we put those two things together. And that's really, to me, the only way to go.
We helped rebuild a bridge that went over the Wayway River, and we took up all the boards and all the side rails and everything and replaced them all and made it all nice and new and pretty. And then we went into people's homes and interviewed them, asked them questions to measure the poverty index, as well as test their water filters to see if they work.
So the things that we worked on were very important things that the community used every day. The water filters really are research and testing the existing water filters that had been there from 4 or 6 years, and then really seeing if they're still working, and if they aren't working, why aren't they working?
Well, I think the role that a university or us can play in a development context is to do research and add to a body of knowledge on whether a particular technology is appropriate or not in this context.
One of the major reasons why I came on this trip is because I'm a global health major and I'm trying to decide what I want to do with my life. So I was trying to see if Kenya or even just anywhere in Africa or this type of situation is something that I would want to do with development and things like that. So I think seeing everything firsthand has made a huge difference in my perspective in that regard. And it's also made me think a lot about what I want to do with the rest of my life and how I want to help people.
I really like how the Mercer mission ties in, or tries to tie in, the students' majors into the program. So, you know, you had a bunch of environmental engineers on this trip who were interested in sort of water quality and engineering things towards that, and like focused on engineering. I think that's important so that the students aren't just going for an international experience, but can tie it into what they're learning as well.
I think this is the best Mercer on Mission because it really pushes us out of our comfort zones. We're in East Africa with no cell phones, computers, and very far away from really any of the major cities. And I think that really just taught us so much of just totally being immersed in our trip.